Yeah, hello guys, and welcome back to my channel, Comment Centric. If you're new to my channel, please like, share, subscribe, and comment your opinion as well. So today we're going to be looking at this one. It says here, a TikTok influencer who adopted 9 boys sentenced to 135 years for sexually abusing them. His name actually is Yahim Nissim Cohen. He was a TikTok influencer who had taken in 9 adoptive sons and documented their lives. But after one of the children called into a random podcast telling the world what was happening off camera, causing police to arrest Cohen. Cohen 40 was given 40 years sentence and a 15-year sentence by District Judge Danilo Lacayo. So let's quickly dive into the comment section and see what people got to say about this one. It's really a sad one actually. So this person here says here, a man who has let's just go here. Starts from here. He wasn't Jewish. He posted as one. He was Roman Catholic, hence the crimes he committed. And this says, what kind of name is Cohen? And this says, how many other instances are there of Jewish Talmudists adopting children and doing this type of stuff to them? And this one here says, the old tweet of Christina Tingen will turn your stomach upside down. Okay, let's just go here. This says, Jews not like us. Okay. This one says, from what I understand, he was a con artist pretending to be Jew. The widest part about this story is that this guy isn't even Jewish. He was a Jewabu. Okay? This says, such a nice Christian family. Another one here says, could you imagine the 50 Shades of Grey book written about this? He grabbed his adopted son curly locks and labored with love against his face. This says, but wait, it's not the Jews? This is Cohen Shocker. Another one here says, not once did you mention he's obviously an Orthodox Jew. This says here, quit letting single men and gay men adopt children. Quit letting single men and gay men adopt children. That's it. That's how we stop allowing this to happen. And this one says more context. Let's read more context. It says here, Cohen eldest adopted son, Avshlo Cohen, remains behind bars for sexually abusing his brothers. His case is still active. Cohen was arrested in 2023 at the time when he had allegedly been faking a chronic illness. In social media posts, he can be seen using supplemental oxygen and a wheelchair, but when detectives took him to 2 hospitals, they found nothing wrong with him. And this one here says, let's clarify group summary. Okay. Nahim Nassim Cohen, born Jeffrey Lujan Virgil, damn, this name are tough to pronounce, sorry. It says, in 1984, in Odyssey, Texas, fabricated persona as Hasidic Jewish rabbi to adopt 9 boys and gain 300,000 TikTok followers. He firstly claimed to be from Williamsburg, New York, and to speak Yiddish, but had no Jewish heritage or conversion, a fraud in both identity and intent. He used his deceptive to mask the sexual abuse of his adopted sons, for which he was sentenced to 135 years in prison in 2025. Wow. And let's see this one. This says here, isn't that just part of his culture? When are we going to recognize that? This is well, look what the Muslims are up to, demonic behavior. So I don't know. People are saying he's not Jewish. People are saying he's Muslim. So this is kind of confusing. Though they said he faked his identity. So yeah, this says men should not be allowed to adopt children. And another one here says bloody Muslims at it again. Okay. This is always something going on with the little heart. This is apparently he faked Jewish and being sick. Okay, so this is what I'm getting from the comment, that he faked being Jews and being sick. So we can say that earlier on. So that was clarified earlier, where they said he faked being he faked being Jewish, and he faked being sick as well. That when he was shaken into the hospital, everything was okay with him. He was all right. That he wasn't sick, and he's not Jewish. He changed his name, he changed his persona, and he changed his identity just to do all of these things. It's universal problem, but certain sects within Judaism seems to have this problem more frequently. This is how many instances are there of Freemason adopting children and doing this type of stuff to them. It says deport him to Israel immediately. So I don't know where he's from originally, but then according to what this says, he's not a Jew. So that's what they said. They said he was allowed to adopt them while on oxygen, morbidly obese and single, and 9 boys. I think the social service facilitated human trafficking here. Not fit to parent 9 boys solo. Not fit to take care of himself. So this says, who is to be blamed? Judaism or Moses? Absolutely not. Pedophiles and criminals must be judged only based on their personal action, not religion or civilization. I agree. And this says, if you don't know the full story on this one, look into it. The dude is not sick, is one sick piece of shit. And it took a while for him to get caught. It should get the death penalty. He should get the death penalty. Okay. This says, of course it's Jew. This says, why are you lying intentionally? Piece of shit. Okay. This says, of course it's Jew. This says, I mentioned the ethnicity and what yourself get shadow banned or account limited. Demolocre might even be about to find out about posting this, although he never said anything, but we will see. This says, why do radical Jewish terrorists always have to molest children alongside the massacre they commit? This says, he should have gotten life without parole. This says, how was he able to adopt 9 boys, sorry? Seems odd. Didn't they look into his background, claims of being a rabbi and single, criminal records? I knew a couple that jumped through hoops for nearly 3 years to adopt child and were denied when a worker saw one empty beer bottle in their trash. This is, let me guess, big pro-Israel guy. This is, remember Hollywood elites nervously laughed at Oscar when Ricky Gervais joked about the espion list. Now we all know why this is glorious. Okay, this one says, show more. This one says, this makes me so angry. Trust your God. People, even if someone in your circle seems off, something in the family seems off, report it. At least report it to other family and possibly church leader. If nothing is done to investigate it, report it again. You can do it confidently. Oh, okay, I don't get this though. Where is she driving at? And this one says, she did not look happy after finding out that ex-husband is paying 4,000 a month in child support. Okay, sorry. This one says here, this monster was born Jeffrey Lujan Vigil in Odessa, Texas. He changed his name, but there is no evidence that he ever actually converted to Judaism. He lives his life pretending to be Hasidic Jew, much like Rachel Dolezal lives her life pretending to be black. Okay. This one says, he's really fantastic. He's a really fantastic guy. You better not say anything bad about him because that's anti-Semitic. Okay, I guess this person is just trying to be sarcastic. But then they said he's not Jew. So this says here, I used to watch the 4 older brothers, not the oldest, on TikTok. They were always having fun, dancing, being silly, answering questions. Nothing is what it seems. You never know what is going on behind closed doors. This says this will shock you to your core. Okay. And another one here says, I'm starting to think that anti-Semitism is just a natural danger sense. This one here says, this tragedy is the result of a weak and corrupted government. Our child service are worse than they have ever been because bad people profit off a bad and broken system. And he is filth. God help those kids. This is, just say dirty Jew instead of TikTok influencer if that fattest was a Muslim guy. That's the first thing you black ass would have mentioned. Okay. This says, I'm glad I have come to better understanding of the Bible and difference between God's chosen people and the Israelites and the Jews. All who believe in Jesus are adopted in the Israelite family. We are everywhere. May you have a blessed resurrection day. Okay, next one here says, Cohen, wonder what kind of last name that is. This says, what the F would they allow 40-year-old dude to adopt 9 kids? Yeah, just few red flags. And we take these last ones and oh shit. We take these last ones. This last one says, crazy I used to follow the redhead. Most of the kids weren't even Jewish ethnicity. I guess he was just following Talmudic practice. They were all over 3. Disgusting. This says the Talmudic practicing practically encourages disgusting behavior. Hope he gets it all back in prison. And the last one here says, great guy pretends to be Jew. Great guy pretends to be Jewish to hoard and molest kids. Watch the anti-Jew conspiracy theories drop in 3-2. A funny Hasidic dad who found social media acclaim to be adopting 9 boys have been charged with sexually abusing most of them while out on bond in Elias child sex case, according to disturbing reports. Single dad Haim Nissim Cohen, 38, regularly blogged about his unique family in Houston, getting nearly 200K followers on TikTok. So we're just gonna let that be. This is a long story. So and we'll let that be. And this is the last one I'll take. This says why not the death penalty? Already traumatized children, torture, and unthinkable rest when there were so absolutely no doubt. Why waste oxygen and resource keeping them alive? Also, got the risk some crackpot judge or lawyer letting him back out. So thank you guys for stopping by. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, like, share, and comment your opinion. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you. Peace and love.